Hi, this video is about pre and probiotics, but before we launch into that, we need to talk about the gut and the gut microbiome. So you've probably heard the term microbiome, and when we're talking about the gut, it means it's like a little mini ecosystem of microbes. We often talk mostly about bacteria, but it does include other things, including viruses and fungi as well. It's not just important for digestion and absorption of food. The gut has a major part to play in a lot of functions of the body. For example, it's a major organ of the immune system. You might have also heard about the gut-brain axis, where they think the gut regulates a lot of things like mood. And there's even possible links between gut health and obesity as well. So it is an area of research that is really, really interesting, but we're only just scratching the surface of what we actually know. So going on to ingredients and nutrients that we could add to our pet food or we could get from whole foods that might be helpful for our dogs and cats' health. Prebiotics are your first one, and that essentially is the fuel or the food that the healthy or good bacteria in the gut will eat. Well, that's the theory behind it anyway. And the idea is that if we give them this fuel, the beneficial bacteria in the gut will increase, and the harmful bacteria will decrease, making our overall health improve. Examples of prebiotics are fibres, so things like chicory root. You also get proteins as well. So generally, fibres and proteins can be prebiotics. And then the next step is probiotics, and these are actually live bacteria that you eat. And the idea is that they are the beneficial types of bacteria, and you ingest them, or your dog and cat ingests them, and then they again are meant to grow and reduce the amount of harmful bacteria in the gut. The problem with probiotics is that we don't always necessarily know which bacteria we're lacking. We don't know if they survive the stomach acid and the digestion process. We don't know how many numbers or how much to put in. So research is still a little bit hazy on probiotics. You might have also heard the term symbiotics, and that's when you have a food which has pre and probiotics in there. And then finally, we've got postbiotics. So postbiotics can be a number of things. They can be dead bacteria, dead or inactivated bacteria, which even though they're not alive, they can still have an effect on the gut, according to some research. They can be pieces of bacteria, so cell wall fractions, again, been shown to have some effect on gut health. Or they can be metabolites, which are the sort of end products that the bacteria, the good bacteria in the gut, produce when they break down the fibre and protein. So that's important, because when the bacteria in the gut breaks down fibre and protein, it actually then produces these products, metabolites, these substances, and it's those substances that help the health of our body. For example, some of them help reduce inflammation. So some of the scientists have thought, well, we could skip the steps of prebiotics and probiotics, and if we could just produce these substances, these postbiotics, and they would maybe be helpful, we go straight to that stage. And so that's what's happened. You can now get postbiotics in pet food. You can also get postbiotics in human and pet supplements as well. It's a very, very new concept. So again, we're waiting for more research to see how relevant it is. So if you're not sure which one to try and you're looking to improve the gut health of your dog or cat, then at the moment the evidence is pointing far more towards prebiotics, so your different fibre sources and proteins as well. So I hope that's been helpful. I will do a longer video on the microbiome hopefully soon as well.